Listen up. I want you to understand this right now. Betrayal is a powerful thing. It's not something you can escape, not something you can outrun. But here's what you need to realize: betrayal never wins. You will rise from it, and their betrayal, it will cost them in ways they can't even imagine. You see, people who betray you, who take you for granted, who use you and then throw you away when they're done, they don't understand the power of your resilience. They don't understand that they are playing with fire. You are the force that they underestimated, and that's their mistake. When people turn their back on you, when they use your trust as a stepping stone to get what they want and leave you behind, don't get bitter, get better. Use it as fuel. Let their betrayal light a fire in your soul, one that burns brighter than anything they could ever build. And when you rise, you'll rise higher than they ever thought possible. That's the power of transformation. What happens next? You don't have to go after them. Life is going to do that for you. People who betray others, they don't realize that it's not just you. They're harming it's themselves. Every action they take, every lie they tell, every person they deceive, it's a debt they're racking up. And life is relentless when it comes to collecting debts. It doesn't forget. They'll get their payback, whether they see it coming or not. But you're too busy focusing on your growth, your next level. You're evolving into the kind of person they'll wish they had never crossed. Because when you grow, you become unstoppable. When you rise above, when you turn your pain into power, you're not just winning, you're thriving. And the truth is, they will watch from the sidelines, regretting every moment they spent thinking they could bring you down. So remember, this betrayal is not a dead end, it's a turning point. It's the moment you realize just how strong you truly are. Let them keep their lies, their games, their manipulation. You're building something that lasts. And the cost of their betrayal? It's not just that they lost you. It's that they'll never be able to touch the greatness you're about to achieve. That's the true price. And that, my friend, is a price they can't afford. Let me tell you something. Powerful betrayal is never the end. It's the beginning. When someone betrays you, don't see it as a roadblock. See it as a wake-up call, a signal from life itself that you are being called to something bigger, something better. They think they've knocked you down, but in reality, they've just triggered your next level of transformation. You see, betrayal forces you to wake up to who you really are. It forces you to stop playing small, to stop tolerating people who don't value you, and to stop holding on to things that no longer serve you. It pushes you to stop being the person who settles for less than you deserve and to start becoming the person who knows their worth, who commands respect, and who expects greatness in every area of their life. The beauty of betrayal is this: it has a way of shaking up everything that isn't aligned with your purpose. It clears out the clutter, it removes the distractions, and it opens your eyes to the fact that you don't need people who bring you down. You are enough. You are stronger than you ever realized. And the truth is, the universe will always send you what you need to get where you're going. Even if it's uncomfortable, even if it feels like a loss, it's really just the universe clearing the path for your future. When someone betrays you, it's not about them, it's about you. It's about what you're willing to tolerate, what you're ready to walk away from, and what you're prepared to build. So stop thinking that this betrayal is some tragic end. No, my friend, this is your turning point, your rebirth. It's the universe giving you an opportunity to redefine who you are, to show the world that you can come back stronger than ever before. Betrayal will test your strength, but it will also reveal your true power. Don't let it break you, let it make you. This is the moment where you step into the version of yourself you've always been destined to become. So embrace the lesson, rise up, and know that the best is yet to come. They've made the mistake of underestimating you, and that will cost them in ways they can't even begin to comprehend. Listen closely, betrayal will never define you unless you allow it to. People will come and go in your life. Some will lift you up and others will let you down. But how you choose to respond to that betrayal is where your true power lies. It's not about what they did, it's about what you do next. You see, too many people get stuck in the emotional whirlpool of betrayal, drowning in anger, hurt, and confusion. They let it consume them. They let it become part of their story, and then they wonder why they can't move forward. Don't be that person. You are not the betrayal you've experienced. You are the strength that rises from it. You are the person who can turn pain into power, who can turn disappointment into determination, and who can transform the lowest of moments into the highest triumphs. When someone betrays you, they want you to feel weak, to feel small, to feel like you have nothing left. But that's not you. They're trying to steal your peace, your joy, your fire, and the only way they succeed is if you let them. You decide what defines you, not them, not their lies, not their betrayal, not their lack of loyalty. You decide who you become next. Understand this: when someone betrays you, it's an opportunity to show the world who you truly are. It's an opportunity to rise above, to rise stronger, and to prove to yourself and to everyone else that no one can take away your peace unless you allow them to. That's your power. So don't waste your time wallowing in bitterness or revenge. Channel all that energy into something bigger, something greater. Channel it into your dreams. Turn that hurt into hunger. That betrayal, it should only fuel your ambition to reach new heights, to become the version of yourself they'll wish they never crossed. When you rise above their betrayal, you are showing the universe and them that you're untouchable, that you are unbreakable. And while they might have thought they won in the short term, your long-term success will make them realize they played themselves. You don't need to carry their betrayal with you. You don't need to hold on to that pain. You are free to create something better. And while they stay stuck in their lies, you move forward, you evolve, and you thrive. So stop letting their betrayal dictate who you are. It's their loss, not yours. You've got bigger things to do, bigger dreams to chase, and a future that's so much brighter than their lies. Let it go. Let them go, and let your success be the loudest message they'll ever hear. Let me tell you something: they may have thought they broke you, but what they didn't realize is that betrayal is like fuel for a fire. They've ignited something inside of you that's going to burn brighter than anything they could have ever imagined. People who betray you think they've won, but what they don't understand is that you are unbreakable. When someone betrays you, they might take your trust, your loyalty, or your belief in them, but they can never take your resilience. They may knock you down for a moment, but the beauty of who you are is that you don't stay down. You've got this indomitable spirit that refuses to stay defeated. Betrayal doesn't break you, it pushes you to break through. Now, here's what's really powerful: when you rise after being betrayed, you rise as the person who's stronger, wiser, and more driven. You rise with a fire in your belly that burns with purpose. That's the moment when your true power emerges. It's when you realize that you can turn any setback, any betrayal into an opportunity for growth. You don't just get back to where you were, you move past that. You go beyond the limits you once thought were possible, and you achieve more than they ever thought you could. Here's the truth: people who betray others never realize the cost of their actions, not at first. They think they're playing a short-term game, getting what they want and moving on. But life has a way of balancing the scales, and betrayal always catches up to the betrayer. While you're out here leveling up, they'll be stuck trying to repair the mess they made of their own lives. They'll lose trust, lose relationships, and lose opportunities. And that's the true cost of betrayal, the long-term consequences that come when you disrespect the trust and loyalty of others. And while they're stuck dealing with the fallout, you're out there soaring higher, achieving things they never thought you were capable of. That's when the real victory is revealed, not in the immediate aftermath, but in the long-term growth, success, and transformation that follows. You've become unstoppable. So don't ever let their betrayal make you feel small. Don't let it make you question your worth. Use it as the fuel that propels you forward. Let it ignite a passion in you to achieve more, to build something greater than you've ever imagined. Because the truth is, their betrayal is a reflection of their weakness, not yours. You are stronger than you were before. And with every step you take toward your goals, you remind them that the true cost of their betrayal is their own regret, and that regret will stay with them long after they've lost you. The bottom line is, this betrayal is not the end of your story, it's the beginning of a new chapter. And when you rise from that betrayal, you become a force to be reckoned with. Let them try to break you. Let them think they've won. The truth is, they're the ones who've lost, and your success, that will be the ultimate payback dot. When someone betrays you, they may think they're getting away with something. They may think they've outsmarted you or used you to get ahead. But the truth is, betrayal is a reflection of their character, not yours. It speaks more about who they are than it ever will about who you are. And that's where you have the power, because you don't need to carry their weakness. You see, people who betray others often think they're being clever. They think they've pulled one over on you. But what they fail to realize is that every lie they tell, every manipulation they use, and every broken trust they leave in their wake is only digging them deeper into their own downfall. Their betrayal is the very thing that will undo them. It's not a blow to your character, it's a blow to theirs. When someone betrays you, let them. Let them expose themselves. Let them reveal their true nature. Because the people around them are going to see it eventually. And while you're out there staying true to your values, staying grounded, staying authentic, they'll be drowning in the consequences of their own actions. Trust, loyalty, respect, these are things you don't lose just because someone tries to take advantage of you. These are things that you build over time, and when you have them, you have a foundation that can never be shaken. They can't touch that. Now think about it, the universe has a way of bringing truth to light. You may not see the immediate consequences of their betrayal, but I promise you, life has a way of showing them the cost of their actions. When you try to break someone else down, you only build up their strength. Betrayal may seem like a quick win for them, but in the end, it always costs them more. They lose trust, they lose relationships. They lose respect from people who once had their back. While you continue on your journey, strong and unshaken, they're left picking up the pieces of a reputation they destroyed. But here's the real secret: they can't take what's already inside of you. You are the one who defines your life. When people betray you, they think they've taken something from you. But they're wrong. What they don't realize is that they've given you the greatest gift, the opportunity to rise. They've handed you the chance to grow, to become stronger, and to shine even brighter than before. The power has always been in your hands. So let them betray you. Let them show their true colors. Because in the end, they'll be the ones paying the price while you rise to levels they never dreamed possible. Their betrayal will cost them their integrity, their peace of mind, and the respect of those who matter most. And all the while, you'll be out there building your future, leaving their bitterness and lies behind. Let them drown in their own deceit. You're too focused on your own greatness to ever be dragged down by their mistakes. And that, my friend, is where the real victory lies. You have to understand this truth: betrayal doesn't just affect you, it ultimately affects them. When someone betrays you, they think they're walking away unscathed, that they've gotten away with something. But let me tell you something they're not. Betrayal always catches up with the betrayer. They don't realize it now, but their actions have already set off a chain reaction. The damage they've caused to you, that's nothing compared to what they're about to experience in their own lives. See, betrayal isn't just an act, it's a seed they've planted in the soil of their own future. They may think they can get away with it, that they've won in the short term. But every single action they take to hurt or deceive others, every lie they tell, every trust they break is a debt they owe. Life is relentless when it comes to collecting debts, and the universe has a way of balancing the scales. What goes around always comes around, and when it does, it hits them far harder than it ever hit you. They don't realize this now, but betrayal is like a boomerang. The more they throw it, the harder it comes back to them. While they're focused on their temporary gains, thinking they've gotten what they wanted at your expense, life is setting them up for something much bigger. They'll lose trust, they'll lose respect, they'll lose opportunities, they'll lose the very things they thought they had by tearing down your foundation. What they've built on dishonesty is a house of cards, and sooner or later it will collapse. You'll rise above it, you'll keep pushing forward, you'll keep showing up with integrity, with strength, with vision. Because you're building on solid ground. Every challenge they throw at you, every betrayal they attempt becomes an opportunity for you to show your true strength. They may have thought they broke you, but what they didn't realize is that you're unstoppable. And while you're out there moving forward, they'll be stuck in the mess of their own making, wondering how they lost everything they once had. So let them betray you. Let them think they've won. Because they haven't, not even close. Their betrayal will cost them far more than it ever cost you. And when they look back, when they realize the damage they've done, when they see everything slipping away from them, they'll regret ever crossing you. And by that time, it will be too late. You'll be living a life they could only dream of because you kept your integrity intact and you refused to let their lies define your future. You're not just surviving this betrayal, you're thriving because of it. And that, my friend, is the ultimate price they'll pay. They've given you the fuel to become everything they could never imagine while they're left facing the wreckage of their own choices, Dot. Here's what I need you to understand. Betrayal doesn't just hurt you. It exposes the betrayer for who they truly are. When someone turns on you, when they deceive you, it's not a sign of your weakness, it's a testament to their lack of integrity. What they've done will cost them in ways they can't even fathom right now. They might feel like they've outsmarted you, that they've gotten what they wanted by stepping on you to get ahead. But here's the thing, betrayal always reveals a person's true character, and in the end, that's a price they'll never be able to escape. Now, let me tell you how betrayal works. You may think it's about someone betraying your trust, and it is, but it's more than that. Betrayal is a mirror that shows the betrayer their own flaws, their own weakness. When people lie, cheat, or deceive, it's a reflection of their lack of trust in themselves, their own insecurity, and their inability to build something based on their own hard work and honesty. So while they might get a temporary win from their betrayal, the long-term consequences, they're going to be far worse than anything you faced. They've shown the world their true colors, and once trust is broken, it's incredibly hard to rebuild. The relationships they've lost, the respect they've forfeited, the opportunities they've burned, those things don't just disappear. Those consequences follow them. They carry them with them, whether they acknowledge it or not. The world will see them for what they are, people who can't be trusted, who can't be relied on. And that, my friend, is something that costs far more than they ever thought possible. While they think they've gained from their betrayal, they've lost something far more valuable, their own credibility. And that's the real cost. Once people see a person as someone who betrays, that's a label that's hard to shake. Their actions follow them like a shadow. And no matter how much they try to hide it or cover it up, the truth is out there. Their integrity is compromised. And once that's gone, they will struggle to find the trust they need to move forward. They will find it harder and harder to succeed because no one will want to invest in someone who has proven they're willing to stab others in the back. But here's the most important part of this story. While they're busy watching their reputation crumble, you will continue to rise. You will take that betrayal and use it to fuel your growth, to strengthen your resolve, and to remind yourself that you are the one who controls your destiny. You'll use their attempts to break you as the motivation to show the world that nothing can stand in your way. Your character, your integrity, your vision, that's what will carry you forward while they're left looking back at the mess they created. So while they might think they've taken something from you, you're actually gaining more than you've ever realized. Every time they betray you, they set you up for a bigger success. And they'll never understand that. They'll never know that their betrayal made you stronger, that it catapulted you to new heights. You'll keep moving forward, you'll keep building, you'll keep creating while they're stuck paying the price for their lack of loyalty. Their betrayal, it didn't cost you a thing. It cost them everything. So never feel sorry for those who betray you. Let them pay the price for their actions. As they try to climb to the top by stepping on others, they'll find themselves stuck in a hole of their own making while you rise higher than they ever dreamed possible. You are the one who walks with integrity, and that is the greatest power you will ever have. Let their betrayal fuel your success. Let it be the spark that ignites your rise, and let them watch as you build the life they can never touch. That's the price they'll have to pay. When someone betrays you, they think they're walking away unscathed, that they've pulled one over on you. They think they've won, but what they don't understand is this betrayal is a boomerang. It always comes back, and it always costs the betrayer more than they realize. You see, while they may have taken your trust, your loyalty, or your belief, what they really took is their own peace of mind, their own reputation, and the very things that will eventually destroy them. What they don't realize is that they've chosen a path that will never lead to true fulfillment. Betrayal might seem like a quick win for them in the moment, but the truth is, it erodes their character, it erodes their relationships, and it erodes their ability to trust in themselves. When someone betrays you, they've committed to a life of distrust, deceit, and dishonor. They've lost more than you could ever know, because the moment they betray, they lose their integrity, and once that's gone, they can never truly win. You see, integrity is the foundation of everything. It's what holds your life together, what builds your legacy. People who lack it will never build anything of value, no matter how much they try to take from others, no matter how much they think they can use you or manipulate situations to their advantage. Eventually, the cracks in their character will show, and when they do, they'll lose everything. They'll lose the trust of those around them. They'll lose their ability to form real, meaningful relationships. They'll lose their standing in the world, and they'll be left with nothing but their lies and deceit. And here's the kicker: while they're left with the wreckage of their choices, you are going to thrive. Their betrayal of you might have hurt in the short term, but in the long run, it's going to propel you forward in ways they never anticipated. Because while they're stuck in the negativity of their own actions, you're rising above it. You're using it as fuel to drive your ambition, to strengthen your resolve, and to prove to the world and to yourself that nothing can stop you from achieving your greatness. When someone betrays you, they've handed you the opportunity to transform their negative energy into your positive power. You don't need to seek revenge. You don't need to waste your time on bitterness or anger. You need to focus on one thing only: your success. Because your rise will be the greatest revenge. Your achievements, your progress, and your resilience will speak louder than anything they could ever say or do. Every step you take toward your goals will remind them that their betrayal was the very thing that pushed you to the heights they'll never reach. And while they struggle to rebuild what they've broken, you will continue to build your empire. They'll try to make excuses, they'll blame others, but deep down they'll know they destroyed something beautiful. They'll regret their actions. And by the time they realize the full cost of their betrayal, you'll be miles ahead, living the life they could only dream of. So let them betray you. Let them think they've stolen something from you, because in the end, they haven't. They've only given you the power to rise, to shine, and to create a future far greater than they ever could have imagined. The truth is, their betrayal is not your burden, it's theirs. And as they carry the weight of their choices, you'll be out there living your best life, growing stronger every day. That's the cost of their betrayal. And it will haunt them forever. When someone betrays you, it's easy to feel like they've won, like they've taken something from you. But I'm here to tell you the truth: their betrayal will cost them far more than they could ever take from you. Betrayal isn't just about broken trust or hurt feelings. It's about the long-term consequences they will face. Consequences that will come back to haunt them in ways they can't even begin to understand. When someone betrays you, they may feel like they've achieved their goal in the moment, like they've outsmarted you, taken something valuable from you. But the reality is they've made a choice to compromise their integrity, their character, their ability to stand tall. That's something they can never get back. The damage they've done isn't just to you, it's to themselves. They think they can manipulate, lie, cheat, deceive, and get ahead. But what they fail to realize is that betrayal always costs the betrayer more than the person who's been betrayed. People who betray others are showing their true colors, revealing a lack of loyalty, a lack of respect, and a lack of trustworthiness. And when that trust is broken, it's almost impossible to rebuild. What they don't understand is that they've put themselves in a position where their actions will have ripple effects, and those ripples will come back to them. They may get short-term gains, they may even believe that they've gotten away with it, but in the end, those who betray others are left empty. Their actions eat away at their reputation, their peace of mind, and their relationships. They will never know the true cost until it's too late. You, on the other hand, you will rise from this stronger, more focused, and more determined than ever. Their betrayal might have shaken you temporarily, but in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing compared to the power you hold. Their lies and deceit have only served to fuel your fire, to remind you of your strength, your value, your worth. They tried to knock you down, but in reality, they've only pushed you forward. While they're stuck in their own mess, trying to rebuild what they've lost, you'll be out there building something far greater than they ever could have imagined. Here's the secret to remember: betrayal is a reflection of their weakness, not your worth. It speaks to their insecurity, their inability to build something solid, something real. They think they can take shortcuts, that they can manipulate their way to the top, but in reality, they're only building a house of cards. And eventually that house will come crumbling down. The lies they've told will come back to haunt them. The relationships they've damaged will turn their backs on them, and in the end, they'll be the ones left facing the consequences of their own actions. But here's what's beautiful: you're not defined by their betrayal. Their actions are not a reflection of your character, your worth, or your future. You are the one who controls your destiny, and you have the power to turn their betrayal into the fuel that drives you to the next level. While they're stuck in their own deceit, you're out there growing, thriving, building, and achieving things they never thought you could. And as you rise higher, as you show the world your resilience, your integrity, and your strength, you'll make them regret their choices. They'll look at you and wonder how you did it, how you overcame everything they tried to take from you. But the truth is simple, you never let them take anything from you. What they didn't realize is that by betraying you, they only set the stage for you to become something unstoppable. Their betrayal will cost them their peace, their respect, their integrity, and they'll be left with nothing but the mess they created. So let them betray you. Let them think they've won. Because in the end, they've only given you the gift of growth, strength, and success. And that's the price they'll pay, the lost opportunity to be part of your journey while you soar beyond anything they ever dreamed. Their betrayal will be their downfall, and your rise will be the ultimate testament to the power of integrity, resilience, and unwavering belief in yourself. That's the true cost of betrayal. So here's the ultimate truth. Their betrayal will cost them far more than it will ever cost you. They may think they've taken something from you, but what they've truly done is hand you an opportunity to rise, to grow, and to become unstoppable. You're not defined by what they've done, you're defined by how you respond. And your response is power, resilience, and relentless focus on your vision. While they deal with the mess of their own choices, you'll be out there building a life of purpose, integrity, and success. You'll show them in the world that no betrayal, no deceit, no setback can ever break someone who's committed to their own greatness. Their lies and manipulation will eventually crumble, but your character, your strength, and your truth will stand the test of time. Let them face the cost of their actions. Let them watch as you rise higher and higher. Because in the end, the greatest revenge isn't anger or bitterness. It's living a life so extraordinary, so unshakable, that their betrayal becomes nothing more than a stepping stone on your path to greatness. Their betrayal is their loss, not yours. And you're just getting started.